Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Alan here, LFC Red Chat. We're going to go over this Liverpool Basel game. What can you say about it? Biting my fingernails towards the end. Had a couple good chances, but just not enough. Not enough. Usual format for a review video. A lot of personal opinions, 5 things we learned. We'll go over the stats, man of the match, talk a little bit about the next coming up games. I'm feeling just the way probably every Liverpool fan is at the moment, just totally beaten down and downhearted and fed up with the same old. But let's get stuck into this. Usual stuff. So number one, total shit first half, totally poor. The goal we gave away they're just all watching them. They're just all watching them, letting Basel do whatever they wanted to do in and around that box, just passing it to themselves, and the boy takes a good shot, and I don't know. If you watch my videos regularly, I don't like it when a goalkeeper doesn't dive because a ball coming outside the box. I didn't really get to see the angle that Mignolet had for it, but you know, it's a poor goal to give away. The boy takes a good shot at it, but he should never have been given the chance to take a good shot at it. Apart from that, you would have thought for that first half, you would have saw something from the players, knowing that they needed to win, especially going to go down. They still didn't really fucking react, and it's poor. It's definitely poor. If you want to talk about the team selection, I didn't agree with it at all. I don't think Enrique had any right whatsoever at starting in that game. The boy is just back. You know, it's not his fault. You know, he doesn't pick himself. Let's be honest about it. It's totally Brendan Rodgers' fault. I think that was a mistake. Total mistake. He just didn't look fast enough. He didn't look fit enough. He didn't look as if he should have been anywhere near that game today. Shouldn't be anywhere near that game today. Now, Lovren had to go in because Kolo Toure apparently picked up an injury at Sunderland that I didn't know about. That's why I didn't report it in my preview video, and I had every expectation that Kolo was going to be in. But apparently that's what happened to him, so that's why Lovren was in. You know, fair enough. You didn't really have anybody else to do that, so putting Lovren in, I didn't really have any trouble about that. I thought, for the most part, especially second half, Lovren did alright. He covered his lines well. He did okay as a two-man back two, really. Just then you have Lambert. You got Lambert up there. No service to him again. He wants these balls over the top, and no one is willing to feed him a ball over the top to him. We tried to pass it a lot through them. That wasn't working. After the first 10-15 minutes, I could have told you that wasn't going to work. I don't know why we weren't attempting just a couple of long balls up towards Lambert, the way he likes to play. At least knock him down onto Gerrard or Sterling or somebody. I don't care. I don't know why we persisted on this playing the ball out, especially with Mignolet, who had a couple of shockers, and Lovren just, it's like the playing the ball out does not suit Lovren, nor does it suit Mignolet, because all Lovren wants to do is pass it to Skirtle and get it back, and Mignolet hasn't got a fucking clue what to do without trying to dink it over the striker that was running at him, and try and dink it towards Johnson or pass it to Skirtle or Lucas with a player right up their arse. I don't know what he does. I don't know. He just doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. Just punt the ball away. Just get it out. Get rid of it. Fucking hell. Number 2 thing, I really liked the subs when they came on, Markovic especially, and we'll talk a bit more about him, but Moreno coming on, I think he was needed. I think he should have been playing from the start, but I liked how Brendan Rodgers saw that he made a mistake, including Enrique, and changed it when he needed to be. Took Lambert off, made it so that it was rotating who was playing as a striker. You know, sometimes Gerrard was up there, Henderson I saw, Sterling in the middle. You had a whole bunch. But I liked how you could see that he was wrong when he changed that. Number 3, for the glorious 15 minutes that he played, Markovic was outstanding, I thought, and I thought he did well against Sunderland when he came on for his 10 minutes then, and then in his 15 minutes tonight I thought he was very direct, just running past people, going past them, just brought something about him, you know, really showed what he could do. For his red card, now I'm here in the States, the commentators berated Markovic for this all night during the commentary afterwards. And I thought it was pretty much unprofessional for them. I don't think there was any intent whatsoever to clip the boy in his face. Not at all. He looks back, he puts his arm out almost as if to push off him in some way and make a little bit of space. For it to be a straight red is also shocking as well. And the boy is barely touched. He gets maybe a fingertip across his nose, across his beak. Get a grip of yourself. This is pathetic that you're falling down for that and looking for a red card. Get over it. Get over it. He's touched you. Move on. It's disgusting that football is getting to be like this. Disgusting. You get touched and you have to fall and play act, and he's up there, oh my lip, oh my nose, fuck off. Get the fuck. You know how much people like me would love to be out on that pitch playing Champions League, and you got numpties like him rolling around because he's been touched in the lip? Fuck off. Think about that. That's ridiculous. Think of how much people like you that are sitting there watching this video would love to have been out there Champions League night playing for a team, whoever it is, Champions League football. Would you ever think about falling like that and acting like that if you were glanced by someone's trailing arm trying to push off you? No, you would get fucking on with it. You wouldn't even think about that. You would be a true footballer going after the ball, and you would keep on going. Yeah, you would get hit a little bit and you go, fucking hell. Then you get him back afterwards. But fuck, that's ridiculous. Referee was shocking as well. Gave Lucas a yellow card, Lovren a yellow card, and I don't think a Basel player got booked until like the 85th minute. But shocking. So I thought Markovic did well when he came on. He was very unlucky to be sent off. That's my opinion on it. Add your comments down below if you disagree. Because I've seen a couple of things on Twitter, Facebook. Follow me on Twitter as well, at LFC Red Chat, and on Facebook as well, LFC Red Chat. But I've seen stuff on there on these, if you know me, I live out here in DC, and I very much like the supporters, the official DC supporters Liverpool page on Facebook, and I really like how well they're organised and everything when they go out to the bars and everything and watch. I think they're really good. I think you have a lot of really good, knowledgeable members on that site. Where you have the other hand of it is this other Facebook site that I won't even mention, but if you know me, you know that I'm on there, and some of the people that are on there are ridiculous. Sickening to watch, to try and read their comments. How unknowledgeable they are, how just pathetically negative they constantly are. Can't say anything good about the team, can't say anything good. See, I can come on here and I'll go, blah blah, I didn't like how this guy played, I didn't like how he was doing this, I didn't like this. But at the end of it I'll go like, but you know what I did like? I liked how whoever played. Like, let me see my notes from Sunderland here. Lambert never had. Stevie came on and changed. See, I said Stevie was good for my notes in Sunderland. Lucas was solid, but the overall performance was poor. And that's fair and that's balanced. You know, there's positives to be taken out of every match. But see, when you're constantly negative, and then you're negative to the point that you have no facts to back you up, and you just want to rip into someone for being there, it's disgusting. I hate it. I hate it. That being said, number 4, Joe Allen gives you absolutely nothing in that midfield role today. And that's another poor person to pick. Absolutely nothing. He gave the ball away a lot, I thought. He didn't run into space. He didn't run. He had little 5-yard passes here, there, and everywhere, but he didn't do anything. He didn't do fuck all, Joe Allen. Didn't do nothing. And here's a stat. So he completed 61 out of 72 passes. all the passes that he did not complete were passes that were going forward. Now that's not to say that all his forward passes didn't get complete, because he did complete some of them. But going forward, he was useless. He was ineffective. For a game that you have to go and attack and go and win, to have two sitting midfielders was a mistake. It was a mistake. After Markovic got sent off, Coutinho should have came on straight away for Joe Allen, because Joe Allen continued to give you nothing for the next 10 minutes. Then you took Lucas off, who is actually giving you something, who can actually perform in that role, who actually, for his passes not going forward, actually gives you something defensively. So now you've taken off Lucas. You now have Skirtle playing up further up. You've got Lovren and Joe Allen as your centre backs for any counter attacking football. Ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. I don't know what he was thinking. He needs to stop playing favourites. Brendan Rodgers, you need to listen to this. You need to listen up right now, Brendan. You need to stop fucking playing favourites with people like Joe Allen. Gives you nothing. Gives you fuck all in games like this when you need to go out and win. Now, he does give you stuff when you need to defend well and come on for the last 30, 40 minutes or whatever it is when you need to defend the lead. Yes, he does give you that. And yes, he does control the ball and he gives you a lot of possession. But when you're attacking and you're going forward and you need goals, gives you nothing. Nothing at all. Useless. So he should have been out. Shouldn't even be starting for a first off. You don't need two centre defensive midfielders when you're playing at home at Anfield, trying to get into the last 16 of the Champions League against Basel. It's ridiculous. But he should have came off. He should have been out. He was fucking useless. Useless. Now on to number 5. I'll go back to the positive again. Second half performance from Gerrard was sublime. I don't know if I think back to people who got to see players like Puskas play, people who got to see Pelé and Maradona play, and I don't know if they ever realised how good they were while they were watching them, or if it was until later you thought, you know what, no one's as good as Pelé or George Best or Maradona or Di Stefano or anybody like that. You know, maybe it's when you look back on it, but Gerrard is definitely one of those players that when football looks back on him, they'll say that he was one of the best. I truly believe that. In moments like that, when you need a goal. Now, Gerrard's free kicks this season, or at least the last couple of games, have been poor. They failed to hit the target. They failed to get past the first man when he's putting into the box and stuff. But he stepped up and he hit that in towards the Kop. And just goosebumps. Just what a player he is. Just change. He just is Liverpool. You know, it still doesn't mean that he can play every game anymore. It doesn't even need to, because you need to prepare for life after Gerrard. Okay, he's only got maybe 2 years left in him at this level. I think he probably has about 2, or 3 maybe. You know, if you can stretch out, if you can manage how many games he plays in a season, you know, you could probably eke out a 3rd year. But he's just one of the best of all time, I think. One of the best ever to put on the Liverpool strip, indeed. You know, he's up there with Ian Rush and Kenny Dalglish and all the rest of them in my book. But I don't know if we truly appreciate him enough. You know, everybody waxes lyrical about him, but I don't know if we appreciate him enough. I don't know if non-Liverpool fans really appreciate him enough. Always giving him stick about the Premier League titles and blah blah blah. Fuck off. Fuck off. Don't want to listen to him. But yeah, so Gerrard, man of the match for me in that second half. You know, he goes in for that tackle. The first tackle after Markovic gets sent off. Bam! Straight into him. Smacks that Basel player, whoever it was. Just nails him. Tells the team, this is it. Fuck them. Fuck them. Need to fucking play. He just never gave up. Never gave up. So he was my man of the match. You couldn't do nothing in that game without Gerrard playing. Let's look at the stats. Shots, Liverpool had 5 on target, Basel had 4. Total shots, Liverpool had 16 and Basel had 17. Passing percentage, Liverpool passed the ball about 80%, Basel 78%. Possession, Liverpool 57, giving Basel 43% of the ball. Crosses, this is a stat that I bring up a lot. Crosses, 5 for 21. Which I just do not think that is good enough. And you can comment down below and tell me different, but I don't think that is good enough. We're only connecting on 5 crosses out of possible 21. I would love to see the stat that shows me how many crosses are blocked by the first defender, because I think as a team, Liverpool are very, very poor at getting past the first defender and actually whipping a ball into the box anymore. Yeah, you can tell I'm upset about this game. Were we good enough to be a last 16 team? You know, Gerrard said no, we weren't good enough. Probably weren't in the whole of it to be a last 16 game. Were we good enough to get out of this group? Yes. Yes, we would have. Yes, we should have been. We should have been. You know, shouldn't have lost to, or shouldn't have drawn against Ludogorets. Shouldn't have lost against Basel away. Shouldn't have drawn against Basel today. When you look at the team on paper and stuff like that, but first half Basel wanted it more. At Anfield, it's sad. They wanted it more. You don't have 2 players that are there anymore telling you this is what needs to be done, or 3 players. You know, with Agar and Carragher away now. You only have Stevie. You only have one true Liverpool player there at the moment, in my opinion. Everybody else can come and go. You think about that. Everybody else in that team could come and go, and you bet, okay, who's next? Who's coming in next? But for Stevie, Carragher, and Agar, you know, it's a shame how Agar left in the end. But you go to them and you go, oh, well, that's a loss. That's definitely a loss. You can't replace that. Can't replace that passion, that knowledge about the club. Maybe some of the new players will show you in the future, but you don't have leaders out there. You don't have anybody that's gearing the team up to go out there and play and stuff like that. You don't have that anymore. You got Gerrard, and that's it. Lucas has been told he wants away, and has been told he can go. Joe Allen hasn't got a fucking clue. You can go through this team. Ricky Lambert, he went in with the mentality that it was going to be a backup. He wasn't going to play a lot. Now he's playing a lot. What kind of fucking mentality is that? Why aren't you there to challenge for a place to play alongside Sturridge? Why are you going to be a backup? You got players like 20-year-old Sterling. You're heaping every hope and prayer on the boy that he's going to do something, but he's still developing. Still developing. He's not the finished article at almost 20 years old. You know, against Man United, he's going to play his 100th game, and he's 19 years old. There's no leaders on this team at the moment, except from Gerrard. And like I said, everybody else can come and go, in my opinion. You want to keep Sterling, but fuck, he'll probably leave. He'll probably leave for someday. Bigger money. I hope he doesn't. I hope I'm wrong about that. I hope he stays and maybe be a Gerrard of the future, but you know, the only ones that ever wanted to do that were Stevie and Jamie Carragher and Agger. Agger wanted to stay. Skirtle can go. Lovren can go. Johnson can go. He's halfway out the door already. Enrique could go. Joe Allen can go. Lucas could go. Henderson, he's the vice captain, but he shows some passion from time to time, but he's a young boy. He doesn't have a hippie there to tell him how he's supposed to be a captain. He's got Gerrard there, and people are telling him, I don't know. Right, comments down below, guys. We are going to have our second episode of the comment show on a Wednesday night. It's going to be jam-packed of comments throughout the week. So if you want your comment added on, make sure that you comment down below. Thumbs up the page if you like this. The video. Thumbs down if you didn't like this. If it was too negative for me, tell me down below. Tell me down below, and I'll back up some of my points. And I try to be balanced. I try to bring out from every game at least one thing that I like, because there normally is. Because if there wasn't, why would you keep on watching? You know, if you don't know me, I'm a professional golfer by trade. Okay, and if you've ever played golf, there's always that one good shot that you hit really well during a round, and you go, alright, I'll come back tomorrow and play. You know, if you don't see any positives at all from Liverpool, why are you watching them? Why are you putting yourself through it? I don't know. Anyway, like I said, comments down below. And I do answer all your comments. If I haven't been off late or if I've been a little bit late, it's because I've been either adding them to my script that I've got for all my comments that I'll be using in the comments video, and I've just accidentally forgotten to reply at the time. Send me a message or anything to say that I didn't. I know that a boy did today. I believe his name is Reeves. Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have looked up your name first before I said. Let me see here. Give you your shout out. Comments. Quickly. Reese. Sorry, not Reeves. Sorry, Reese. Reese Oscar. Like you said there, just give me a message like he did. You know, I commented on the last video, I didn't get anything back. I'll go on there and make sure that I comment for you. Okay, guys, this has ran on a little bit long, but I'm sure you can understand. I'm sure you're all feeling the same way, just a little bit pathetic about it. I've got Man United coming up. I'm trying. My wife's side of the family is actually Man United fans. For fucking whatever reason. Fucking glory hunters. I like them. They're alright. But anyway, the Man United fans. So I'm trying to get it that I'll watch it with them, because that should be some good chat. If we do, I'll probably try and do something, filming it, interviews or something like that, if that works out. If not, it'll be me doing the preview video again. I will be doing comments video. There will be a couple of other videos going up, different little news things. There's going to be more times. I will be doing some more articles now as well. There's a little bit more time in between in the silly season of December. So you can watch out for that. Make sure you follow my Twitter if you're interested in seeing them, because I'll post them all up as they get published. Comments video, like I said, articles are coming out. Comments video will be up online to watch on Wednesday night, my time here in the US, probably early morning Thursday for anybody else in a different time zone ahead of me. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I'm up to 89. I would love to get over to 100 before the start of the new year. So if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be fantastic. Share this video if you liked it. If you want to see other Liverpool friends of yours to see it, make sure that you share it online as well, on Facebook or on Twitter. And thank you very much, guys, for watching. I wish I could have been here talking about Gerrard's free kick and some wonder goal to make it 2-1 and we marched on to the last 16, but we're not. Draw for the Europa League is on Monday, if anybody is interested in that. Hopefully we'll get, like, I don't know, I think we could get Celtic, which would be nice, a nice Battle of Britain. I don't know if we can draw any English teams if it's the same rules as the Champions League would be for that stage, but if we do, it'd be nice. It'd be a nice one. Olympiacos fell into it as well. I can't remember who else. No, it's a bunch of teams there. I don't know if we take it serious and go for it, or if we'll just send out the boys. But if we do, at least we get to see the youth team, don't we? And positive note, if you made it all the way through to the end of this video, our under 18s team, our youth team in the Youth Champions League qualified from their group, and they are on to the last 16. So at least one part of Liverpool are still in Champions League. So well done to them. Good positive note to end on. Have a good one, guys. I'm signing off definitely for this time. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up the video, comments down below to be added on Wednesday, and I hope you all have a good night. Okay, see you guys, bye.